Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. Today we are at Universal's Portofino Resort. This is probably by far my favorite Universal resort. The theming on this is just, it's unprecedented. It is amazing. And then there's so much to do here. It's got a water taxi straight to City Walk for Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. Also has a walking path if you're adventurous. You do have to walk all the way through the Hard Rock. But then there's buses that take you to Epic and Volcano Bay, and there's a bus that goes to City Walk, but it only runs every 45 minutes to an hour since you do have the water taxi service. But let's start this tour and let me show you this amazing resort with 8 restaurants if you count the Starbucks and 3 pools. In front of the beautiful entryway to this lobby, there is a path, try not to go too fast so you don't get sick, that goes around here, and your buses are right over there to, like I said before, City Walk that comes a little bit slower than the others, Epic and Volcano Bay. Now let's turn you back around and let's get into this hotel resort because it is beautiful. As you walk in, you're met with this beautiful ceiling and chandelier. And check-in is to your right, and then you have this lovely sitting area, this part of the lobby with free beverages off there. And then let me show you the view from this balcony right off the lobby. This looks down into the Bay Area, which is where the majority of your restaurants and amenities are. I'll show you the beach pool that's kind of over there, and there's a villa pool that way, and then another pool off here. So, man, let's get turned around and start this because I'm going to try to keep this tour not too long, but this is a massive resort. Back at the lobby, if you walk through, you come into this beautiful courtyard. You have your Universal Orlando vacation planning area. You have your Avis rental car, as all the Universal resorts do. And then you have the concierge room right here. Before we get too much further, I'm going to show you a map of this place because, like I said, it is large. So we are, where are we? We're up here in the lobby. You have this courtyard here we'll see, the villa pool, come down into the beach pool. There's a fitness center back here. There's multiple restaurants through here. There's a deli here, another courtyard, another pool way down here, your water taxi. So I'll try to keep you updated as to where we are. From the courtyard off the lobby, if you have club level access, the Portofino Club is down this hallway. There is accessible entrance there. And then your main entrance is right here. So if you're looking for your club with club level access, this is it. I hear this is one of the better club levels or club accesses at the Universal resorts, but I have not been there yet, maybe one day. Past the concierge room, you find one of the resort's gift shops. This one is more of a resort shop, not a Universal shop. And this is where you'll find resort-specific merchandise. If you were looking for any, they have, hey, how are you? They have the Portofino Bay Hotel shirts. They have polos. You have other t-shirts and hats. Oh, a mouse pad, it's different. Christmas ornaments, tank tops, shot glasses. So if you're looking for resort wear or specific resort merchandise, this is where you would find it. If you continue down this way, that goes into the conference center, which is beautiful, which we won't tour today in case, but if you're here for a convention, that's where it would be. So from here, let's see, do we want to go towards a pool or do we want to go towards the harbor? I guess we're heading towards the harbor. So let's go down these stairs and check out all the restaurants. As we finish coming down the stairs, you walk out right to the bay. They've got all the boats sitting on there. So if you've ever seen pictures of the actual Portofino harbor town in Italy, they've set it up to look so close to that. I guess we'll start to the left. There is Sal's Market Deli here. This has pizza, sandwiches, grab-and-go salads, things like that. We'll take a look at their menu real quick. You can kind of see what they have to offer. They have a barbecue chicken pizza that looks amazing. So there it is. It's kind of middle of the range, but they have indoor seating, and it's set up like a cute little Italian market. It's pretty busy right now, so I don't want to go in there and disturb a lot of people eating. This is where the elevators come down from the lobby. And then down this way you have a couple of more shops and your Starbucks. We'll go in and check them out. This one is a little more upscale than the others. It has gallery artwork. Hey, how are you? For sale, has some jewelry and more resort wear. How are you doing? And then from there, the Universal store is next. I'm not going to go in that one as it is all the Universal stuff you see at all the other Universal stores. It has the Harry Potter, Epic Universe stuff, anything you might have missed at the parks. And then next to it is the gelato place. Unfortunately, the gelato place is not open yet. It doesn't open until 3 on the weekdays, noon on the weekends. So we will not be able to check it out, which is probably best for me because I don't need any more ice cream. But next door is your Starbucks. So we're back out at the bay, taking a beautiful look back at this resort. The blue awning there is, no, I'm sorry, the blue awning is not Sal's. The red awning is Sal's. That's where we started moving this way and finished right there at Starbucks. I didn't go in the Starbucks because it is just that, a Starbucks. But there's a pool down here, and we'll go check it out before we get over to the other side of the resort where the other 2 pools are and more restaurants. So we're heading to the hillside pool. We've been walking along the front of the port here, the harbor, and we just got to continue around here. If you're staying on this side of the resort, it's a close pool for you. But if you're coming from the center, it is all the way at the end of this building, kind of opposite end of where the beach and villa pools are. We'll go over here and take a look at it before we get back into the center. From this side of the resort, you do have a walkway that'll take you to the theme parks and City Walk, but it's a healthy walk, because I know, at least in the heat, it's a healthy walk from Hard Rock, and this has to take you to Hard Rock and then through the Hard Rock part of the path to get to City Walk, and you end up popping up right out there at the entrance to Universal Studios Orlando. It's much easier just to take the water taxi going out around there. That pool is a quiet, quaint pool all the way at the end of the resort. There is no shade here except for the umbrella, so if you're coming out here, know that you are going to be getting some sun, but it is quiet compared to the other 2 pools. The beach pool is the most crowded. That's the one with the water slide, the kids splash pad, 2 hot tubs. So that's usually your most crowded. And then the villa pool is your second most crowded. And we'll see those when we get to the other side, because they are behind the buildings that we're kind of looking at over that way. Here is a sign giving you all the dining information. I'll kind of go over it slowly. It lets you know which restaurant offers what. Obviously, they're all kind of Italian restaurants, since this is after an Italian city. But hopefully you can pause if you need to and read about each restaurant that's here. And if you want to come check out one of these restaurants and you're not staying here, you can just come over here and check it out. You can take the boat from City Walk. Okay, here we have Mama Della's and Trattoria del Porto. I think that's how you say it. Trattoria del Porto. I'm gonna get this one day, and we'll take a look at their menus. Hard with the glare, but you can see appetizers range around the $10 to $20 And then your entrees are around $30 to $50 depending on what you're getting. But you have traditional down here also with chicken and Alfredo, lasagna, and then you have stuff like there's lamb on here. There you go, grilled black lamb. But anyway, looks delicious. It's only open for dinner though. And you enter here for that. And then next to it is the Trattoria del Porto. And there's kind of a look at their menu. And both have extensive indoor seating, but this one has tons of outdoor seating. Being that it's August, I wouldn't expect anybody to really be out here, but man, in the fall and winter, that's got to be a beautiful place to sit down. If you are looking just to grab a quick drink, they do have a bar entrance here where you can go in and sit right down at the bar. As we continue our way around, the next thing we run into before the next two restaurants is the arcade. Here we go at the arcade. It is your, again, your traditional kind of resort arcade, although it is a little bit bigger than some of the other ones I've seen. And you have your Universal specific kind of stuff like Mario, and there's Jurassic Park. So kind of along the same theming, claw games, Hello Kitty, but a little bit more spacious than most. Next up is the Thirsty Fish bar. It's a full service bar, also has Italian bar fare. We'll see if they have one of their menus on the outside so you can see what Italian bar fare is. I'm also kind of curious about that. You can see through the glare, it looks like it's small bites. You have meat and cheese board, pretzel rods, Italian potatoes, chicken wings, calamari, meatballs, flatbreads, and then they do have a burger and Italian ham and cheese down here. So not bad. Our third and final store is Langoria, souvenirs and refreshments. It is not the Universal store, it is more resort wear. They have Oakley, Quicksilver shirts. Oh, they have Thirsty Fish shirts. That's cool for the bar that's next door. And some refreshments. Taylor Swift. But this almost looks like a beach souvenir shop. So this is pretty cool. This is something you would see at the beach. Trinkets and t-shirts and hoodies. All the way down at this end of the harbor bay is the water taxi. This takes you to the center of City Walk, almost right across from the main entrance where the big Universal store is, if you've seen them there. And then you can hop off and go either way to Isle of Adventure or Universal Studios Orlando. Up top here is Bryce. Their menu is down here. We'll take a look at it. And this one, I do believe, is your kind of more upscale one, yes. And it's got classic kind of Italian stuff, and then it also has different steaks and hams. So I'll kind of see if you can go through here. That way you can stop and zoom in, or pause if you want. And then you get to it up these stairs, and we're also going to go to the beach pool through these stairs. So we started down those stairs, and if you come up to the third floor, that's where Bryce is. And then through this way is where we're going to get to the beach pool. As I said before, there's tons of different ways to get around this place. You don't have to come all the way like I did to get to the beach pool. If you look, there's a walkway right here straight from the harbor. We just came around that way because we were going down the row and then up. Here we have the beach pool. It's got zero entry on this side, a water slide around the corner we'll check out, cool ruined castle features, splash pad over there. Let's check out this area. Also, you have the little bar over here that you can order food from also. Up above the pool, just behind where the bar is the hot tub. And this is amazing. It's got waterfalls that go right into it. So kind of a secluded section above the pool, and this is a great place to just relax. Just past the whirlpool and under the water slide here, you have this awesome little kind of grotto section that leads into the back. And then this is the back of the pool, and there's another spa with waterfalls over here we're going to get to. But this pool is just gorgeous. Here is the other hot tub whirlpool on the other side here with the waterfall, on the side with the cabanas, and then the other back side of the pool. And then we'll get around to the splash pad over there. So the slide goes around that ruin, and you see the water squirting out. That is squirting out on the slide as you come down. And then it comes out just around the corner here at the base. Splash pad for the kiddos. A little dry playground on the other side, but you got all the fountains, the little sea turtles and octopus squirting water in. That is so neat. And yeah, this is called the beach pool, but it feels like just like a hidden oasis. This is a very, very awesome pool. And then in this little shallow end here, you have all the little bubblers coming up. And then of course, like with most of the Universal resorts, you have a towel station and a water station. Just down from the beach pool is the fitness center. And it is through those windows, and you enter through this door down here, but it is your typical fitness center. There's a few weight machines, a whole bunch of treadmills and bikes, but this is where it would be located, hidden back here behind the beach pool. So this resort has got all kind of twists and turns to it. It's amazing. I love it. It's not just straightforward, but we came from the beach pool down there, and then we came up the stairs here to the villa pool, which is a much more quiet, kind of European looking style pool. You have the lounge chairs and kind of just a relaxing waiting pool there. You have restrooms and change rooms in the back there, and then a bocce ball court on this side, which seems to be all the rage at all of the more deluxe resorts these days. All of them seem to be putting in bocce ball courts. But so not quite as many kids hanging out at this pool as at the beach pool. So if you're looking for a more adult only type pool, this would be your thing. The lobby is back that way. It's got this beautiful courtyard, and then it overlooks the courtyard down here with the villa pool. Each section is so separated. You don't feel like you're in this large resort. You feel very, very quaint and secluded. And here we take that path I showed you as we were entering the pool back to this main courtyard by the bay. And I think we've about got everything. There is so much here that I tried to make sure we got it all without taking too much time. Well, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you like what we're doing, please consider liking and subscribing. We'd be grateful for it. That is our hopefully quick tour, I'll know when I edit, of the Portofino Bay Resort here at Universal. Like I said at the beginning, it is by far my favorite. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it too. Let me know if you stayed here in the comments below, and let me know if I missed anything, because I think I got it all through the mazes, but there's no telling with me. Have a great one.